What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. Hope everybody's having a good to great day. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. If you haven't already, please join the fam and subscribe as I drop content drop content daily and go live daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please drop your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to know what y'all think about these topics. And all right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to review the Team USA roster. I believe I spoke on this earlier. I meant to do a video about Kyrie Irving being snubbed. I thought Kyrie definitely should have been there versus a guy like Devin Booker was the guy that I believe I had some conversations with. As far as who I would like, to be on this team, I would have loved to see Kyrie on this squad. And I believe I was having a discussion with somebody else because I don't think Kawhi should be there, and I don't believe um, um, Devin Booker should be there. Respectfully, Kawhi injury prone, ended last season with the Clippers injured, and I would hate for that to be a lingering issue for Team USA. In addition to um, it just being an issue for him personally. And of course, Devin Booker, I have nothing against him personally. I think Devin Booker is a bit of a front runner, though. But outside of that, phenomenal talent. We'll see how he meshes with this team as well. But we got to do a Team USA review. Let me pull up this roster. We can start at the top. Why don't we? Why not? LeBron James, what is he doing here? I'll give y'all some inside information. As the hustle has been paying off, I got me some NBA insiders now. Ladies and gentlemen, I found out that LeBron James, all right, he's doing a documentary about this Team USA team. The same way he tried to do with his quote unquote retirement and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if y'all knew that, but he had some kind of documentary going on 2023, this time last year during the playoff run, that was going to highlight him getting the 40,000 points. And I guess in his head, and only his head, he thought that him getting the 40,000 would also lead to the Lakers winning the championship. So he had a whole camera crew following the Lakers the entire year. Of course, once they got swept in the Western Conference Finals by the Denver Nuggets that year, all of that camera stuff came and went. So I heard that he's bringing it back this time around, except he'll be doing a documentary about Team USA. And I think LeBron James is just going to try to interject himself all in the documentary, and to make himself look better or like he was the man. Because we all know what happened with the Redeem Team, the famous Redeem Team. LeBron James and some accumulated players went on and came back with a bronze. I believe that was in 2004. And so we got the 2000, what was that, the 10 or 2012, the Redeem Team. And of course, that team was led by one Kobe Bryant. I think LeBron James is trying to do that same kind of, thing, except make himself the leader and also using his production company to do all of the camera work and tool this thing up, get the right video edits to make LeBron James look like he is the man. Um, but outside of that, I don't know what LeBron James is going to add to a roster that where he does not play defense. This has been my number one qualm with LeBron James for the over the years. And I just don't know for the life of me what he's going to add to this team defensively. Mainly because these international teams, y'all, they play ball movement. It's like heavy ball movement. So, yeah, I don't know. They could run around LeBron James easy. Um, and we'll see what he does on offense. I'm never too worried about offensive production when it comes to Team USA, as it typically is, the best of the best talent. So we'll find the offense. Maybe that segues right into the next guy we should talk about on this list, the young, brash Anthony Edwards, as he has said that he would be the number one option on this team, and I'm not mad at that. Jason Tatum isn't the number one option naturally. I guess if you're gonna work inside out, then you would have to work, with Embiid and Anthony Davis. Um, LeBron James definitely can't be the first option. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry play, excellent off-ball basketball, so they don't necessarily have to be your first options. As they'll be able to get to their spots, and they'll dance when their numbers are called. But at the end of the day, I ain't mad at Anthony Edwards saying he the first option, or uh, if they game plan around that, because the young man, I believe he's the youngest on this roster for sure. He is got the most energy, and I think that the NBA needs to start, building around this young man anyway. Not just him, respectfully, but their young talent. Him, Luka, Ja. I can name a few others, but they need to start building around these dudes, man. If this Team USA team is all LeBron James and all KD and all stuff, then I don't even know if we'll win to go with that strategy. And that's just me being frank. I think Steph and KD could probably do it, but with LeBron James definitely gonna be in the way, definitely gonna want his numbers and his shine. I think he's capable of uh, ruining things for this team, much like he does for the Los Angeles Lakers. But with Anthony Edwards on the team, I like that. Bringing some youth, bringing some brash, giving him some experience. As he's just went on his first deep playoff run in his career, and I believe this experience would be, worth his weight in gold for him going into next season, being around all these vets and all his skills. But again, I love Anthony Edwards as a player, like him as an individual. I think he fits perfectly with this team. And looking at the roster, I'm not mad at him being the first option. Number three, we should go with my GOAT, Chef Curry, Steph, making his USA team technically his debut because he got injured in 2016. But Steph on this team, I believe he's gonna play the real Kobe role. He's gonna be the real leader, the real reason why the Team USA gets the gold. I'm not saying that just because of my bias. I'm saying that because Steph Curry is a leader. I'm saying that because Steph Curry has already taken the team to the promised land on by himself. And we've seen that in the 2022 NBA playoffs as well as the finals. Steph Curry can, if he catches that kind of streak and he starts dancing on these international teams, I don't see how or why or why not. They wouldn't say that he's the leader of this team. I will say that Steph is slighted a lot, and so that might become an issue where even if he is doing all the work, you won't hear about it. But I like Steph on this team. I think he'll be the real leader and provide that balance and that light, that guidance that this team will certainly lead. Let's go with KD, number four, former teammate of LeBron. Excuse me, could have been LeBron James, but former teammate of Steph Curry, current teammate of Devin Booker. I love KD on Team USA. He just gives me a comfort, that security blanket, if you will. If Team USA gets into a funk, you can always throw that ball to KD. Even in the NBA, KD is a for sure bucket, especially when you need one. But I love KD on the roster. I love seeing KD and Steph Curry link back up, and they were able to get two championships together in Golden State. And this is the first time they've been teammates since that championship run, those championship runs. Excuse me. So we'll see, if the chemistry is still there between these two. I think that there is, and then we also talk about two of the top five, easily top 10 shooters in the league. So KD on the team, always good. Let's go with the NBA champions, Jason Tatum and Drew Holiday. Jason Tatum, I think he could be the all-purpose guy, the middle guy, the utility guy, play a little bit of forward, run the offense a little bit. So I like him on this team because he is diverse. He can do more than one or two things to contribute to the team. Drew Holiday gonna be the perimeter defender for sure, as he is the best defender on this team, give or take. Might throw AD in there. But as far as perimeter defense, he's the best option that we have. And so definitely love Drew Holiday on this team. Definitely after seeing what he did with the Boston Celtics last season, throughout the season and in the playoffs. Drew Holiday is something special, and definitely somebody that if you're trying to win chips or if you're trying to win period, you got to have him in the mix. You definitely want him on your team if you're trying to win. Uh, who's next? Go with Kawhi. I spoke on this a little bit earlier, but Kawhi Leonard is always injured, man. And this is one of my favorite players I'm discussing right now, ladies and gentlemen. I love Kawhi Leonard. That's my dog, but he just can't get off that injury reserve list to save his life. Um, Now, I did have some concerns as far as, well, I didn't have any, but as far as what this would mean for the Clippers, how would they treat this situation, especially if Kawhi gets injured again? Let's hope for that. Let's hope for that not to happen for sure. But apparently, to Kawhi, looking at his interview that he did, and he said that the Clippers have no worries, that they are sending him out to do his thing, have his fun, and we'll see what happens. Also, we know that him and Paul George just split. Paul George was moved to the Philadelphia 76ers, and Kawhi Leonard, when he was asked about that, he said he didn't have a problem with Paul George moving over to another team. And I think that kind of speaks to the fact that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, I don't think they did not get along, but I think that Kawhi Leonard may have been fed up a bit with Paul George being injured, even when Kawhi Leonard was healthy. It could be a little bit much. It's just too much to deal with. So, and also Kawhi Leonard is a defensive stalwart. So we'll see if any of that defense is still there, and if it is, he can definitely shut down the first option of whatever teams we face in the Olympics. Next up, Tyrese Haliburton. Love this young man, young star on the rise. Definitely does his thing. He definitely embodies pass first point guard. Handles his responsibilities very well. He just led the Indiana offense to be the number one ranked offense in the NBA, and that's behind his facilitating. That's behind his IQ. I got to see it for myself in real time during the NBA playoffs. I didn't catch many Indiana Pacers games over the season, but I got to see it in the playoffs just how good Tyrese Haliburton is. And let's be frank, man. Out of this kind of team, they let Tyrese play the point guard. He'll be averaging 20 assists a night. Definitely averaging 20 assists a night, and all he would have to do is just throw the ball to the first guy on the basketball court. Everybody on this court is capable of getting their own buckets. Devin Booker, we talked about him a little bit earlier, but just I don't think that he belongs on this team. I'd much rather have seen Kyrie Irving in his place, but it is what it is. Devin Booker is a for sure bucket. I believe if Team USA needs to get hot, real fast, then they're gonna definitely employ Devin Booker. The only thing with D Book is that he comes off as a bit of a front runner when the lights are the brightest. That's when he seems to kind of disappear. So hopefully that doesn't happen in this case. I got 100% confidence that Devin Booker will step up, and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Last but not least, no, we got two more. Let's go with Joel Embiid, one of my favorite players. One of the well, he was the reigning MVP until Joker won it, but one of my favorite players, a guy that just came off. He started off the season with an MVP like season, then he went down with an injury. Team just kind of went down from that point. Came back, had some decent performances in the postseason, but ultimately flamed out. I believe that the Philadelphia 76ers lost in the first round to the New York Knicks. So Joel Embiid, he's one of my favorite players as far as his skill set goes, but when it comes down to results, he leaves so much more. He leaves you wanting so much more. As I believe the Philadelphia 76ers should have already won a championship. I believe when they had Kawhi Leonard, not Kawhi, James Harden there, that's when they had their best option to do it. But they moved on from him. They moved on from Tobias Harris as well. And now there's just Philadelphia, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid on this team, I like him. I know he has dual citizenship with someone else, so I don't think that'll be an issue. But I like him on this team. Us having a serviceable big, and somebody that can complement Anthony Davis as well. I don't know if I spoke about Anthony Davis, but looking at this visual, we'll double back. To see him and Anthony Davis on the same team, that's going to be dope to see. Much like it's going to be cool to see Steph and Curry, Steph and KD link back up. It's cool as it's going to be to see Jason Tatum and Anthony Edwards on one team. I think this is going to be the case. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, I like Joel Embiid on this team for sure. Bam Adebayo, this video getting a little long. Sorry, y'all. And Bam Adebayo, the star forward for the Miami Heat. I love him on this team. I just don't understand what he's doing here. I mean, I understand what he's doing here, but I don't know. We'll see how Bam's game meshes into the Team USA concept. Like I said, I like Bam's game for the Miami Heat, but see how it translates over here to Team USA. And last but not least, Anthony Davis, teammate of LeBron James. I think I got everybody. Tyrese, yeah. Anthony Davis, teammate of LeBron James. Again, going to be paired with Joel Embiid. If they're on the same court at the same time, I would love to see that. But Anthony Davis is a defensive stalwart. He's a bucket as well, a walking 30 points easy. And when Anthony Edwards said that he was going to be the number one option, I instantly thought of Anthony Davis, Anthony right there, Anthony Davis, because I felt like Anthony Davis should be the first option on this team. Work from the post, work out of the paint, work from his comfort zone, and I assure you the rest of the team, or the rest of the game will open up. So I was thinking Anthony Davis would be the first option. We'll see what him and Anthony Edwards come out with in the game planning. But all in all, ladies and gentlemen, I do think this team is good enough to bring back the gold. I think they just dropped the schedule for the Team USA, so excuse me. I'll look at that and double back with another video. But I just wanted to review this roster, see how good and how bad it was. I've been looking at the squad for quite a little while now, and so I know we got a scrimmage coming up Wednesday, I believe. So I'll be front row and center for that one and see how we do. But yeah, shout out to the Team USA, well constructed squad. Shout out to the Team USA committee. Definitely did their thing with this one. We'll see if they can bring home the gold. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. It is Tony the Savant. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I'm going live and dropping content on the channel. I drop content daily. I go live daily, so just would hate for y'all to miss any of that. And last but not least, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I'm always intrigued to know what y'all think about these topics we discuss. I am your host, Tony the Savant. Peace.